Hello everyone! Welcome to the City Quest at Home live trivia quiz. Hooray! We're still in lockdown, so here we are again at home on a Saturday night, me included, and I think we could all use a bit of fun, a bit of trivia. Hopefully you are tuning in with some family or friends, maybe on Zoom or Teams or however you like to do it, and we'll have a fun time. So I'll just, if you're new, I'll run you through the rules and how it works quickly. So I'm Jamie, the trivia master, and I will be taking you through 4 rounds of 10 points each, and each round has a theme. So this week, the first round is general knowledge, then we'll have movie quotes, we'll have a quick halftime challenge of about 5-minute break, and then we'll do a list it round, and then picture clues. And the picture clues are available on Facebook right now if you want to get a head start. But if you don't like to do that type of thing, then I will have them ready for you in round 4. And then we'll have another 5-minute break, and then I'll go through the answers. So people are playing at home, and all you have to do is just write down the answer, your guess, on a sheet of paper at home. Please do not share your answers in the YouTube chat. Don't post them publicly because people are playing against other people in different small groups and families, so we don't want to ruin it for them. And don't Google the answers. That's the only 2 rules. Don't share your answer and don't Google the answers. But other than that, you can play however you like. You can play along with other people together as a group. You can play in teams against each other. You can play head to head. You can play by yourself alone. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm sitting here by myself alone. But, pretty much talking to myself is what it feels like sometimes, but that's what the chat's for. So if you want to say hi or give a shout out, put it in the chat, and I'll say hi back, and I'll give you whatever shout outs you like. We often have people joining in from the UK, which is great fun, and we have some regulars that I'd love to know if you're back and enjoying the quiz. If you have any questions about any of the trivia questions, then just put it in the chat and I'll answer. But if there is sometimes a little bit of a delay, so if I don't answer your question straight away, just be patient. I probably just haven't seen it yet because it takes a little bit of a time lag. All right, I think that's about it for how to play. There's no prizes and there's no real stake in the game. So if you don't know the answers, just have a guess and have fun with it. I have fun with it, have fun writing it, have fun giving it. So that's what we're here for. So this week, every week I drink something local, and this week I am drinking the Flying Brick Cider Co.'s Original Cider. I have not heard of them before. It's from the Bellarine Peninsula in Victoria, from Wallington, Victoria, and it says it's unashamed and unrestrained. So that sounds very, very full on. Let's see how we go here. Oh, it's very clear color. I think that's a sign of good pure apple cider myself. I'm not a huge fan of sweet ciders. I like a drier cider. Just my personal preference. Cheers! It's definitely on the drier side, maybe a medium. It has a very full apple taste. Like I almost feel like I can taste the apple peel in there, which is like a really good feeling, like I'm actually eating a piece of fruit, which would be healthier. Delicious, yeah. Oh, well, that was a good choice. I like that. Very nicely done. Flying Brick Cider Co. There you go. All right, so we're just about to start. I will swap over to my special screen here. Can you see that? So we've got 4 rounds: general knowledge, movie quotes, halftime break, list it, and picture clues. And each round is worth 10 points, and we'll have a tiebreaker at the end. So if you do tie against someone, I got you covered. Don't worry. All right, are we ready to go? It's almost 8. Almost. I'll wait, just in case someone comes in late. Oh, and if you do come in late, or you have to, run and put your 2-year-old back to bed or something, you can actually rewind the live feed and go back and check. So during the halftime break or the break before the answers is a good time to get caught up if you have to do that. All good? All right, well, it's 8 o'clock now by my watch, so let's get started. Round 1, general knowledge. We start with a multiple choice question. Which animal is a reservoir for the leprosy bacteria? Is it A, armadillos, B, badgers, C, camels, or D, dung beetles? So being a reservoir means that that animal holds that bacteria within itself and is contagious. So you can get, basically, which animal can you catch leprosy from? Would be a more fun way of putting that question. Is it armadillos, badgers, camels, or dung beetles? A, B, C, or D? All right, question 2. What country was known as Siam until 1932? For 1 point. What country was known as Siam until 1932? Question 3. Complete the line of the nursery rhyme. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow. You need to finish the line. So I don't just need the next word, I need the whole rest of the line. It's actually really hard not to say because, like, I know it, so I won't give it away. I won't. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow. Finish the line. Question 4. Which is the only Grand Slam tennis tournament to use clay courts? Which is the only Grand Slam tennis tournament to use clay courts? Question 5. Which TV sitcom had episodes called The Puffy Shirt and The Soup Nazi? Which TV sitcom had episodes called The Puffy Shirt and The Soup Nazi? I've only seen one of those episodes, I think, but I might have to look it up. Question 6. DNA is a double helix structure, but what is the name of its single-stranded counterpart? So a single helix or single strand. DNA is double helix structure. What is the name of its single-stranded counterpart? For 1 point. That's question 6. Moving on now to question 7. Which classical composer is said to have had an affair with Coco Chanel? Which classical composer is said to have had an affair with Coco Chanel? And then question 8. Victoria, Queen of Sheba, and Simnel are all kinds of what food? Victoria, Queen of Sheba, and Simnel are all kinds of what food? For 1 point. Question 9. Romeo and Juliet inspired the plot to which popular musical? Romeo and Juliet inspired the plot to which popular musical? That was question 9. Now for question 10, we usually have a cryptic clue. This time it's a badly explained film plot. So you need to tell me which movie does this description match? Oil tycoon misunderstands the rules of bowling. Now that's not the actual plot, it's badly explained. But it still makes sense if you know what film I'm talking about. Oil tycoon misunderstands the rules of bowling. And that is it for round 1. So general knowledge done and dusted. We now move on to round 2, and this time we have 2000s movie quotes. So all the movies will be from the 2000s, and I will give you a quote, and you need to tell me what movie is the quote from. So question 1 for 1 point. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. What movie is that from? Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Name the movie. Question 2. Honey, you were first runner-up at the Miss Hawaiian Tropics contest. Why are you going to throw that all away? What movie is that from? Honey, you were first runner-up at the Miss Hawaiian Tropics contest. Why are you going to throw that all away? All right, question 3. It's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car. For 1 point, what movie is that quote from? It's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car. Remember, all these movies are from the 2000s, that decade. Question 4. A child's voice, however honest and true, is meaningless to those who've forgotten how to listen. That's a sweet idea. A child's voice, however honest and true, is meaningless to those who've forgotten how to listen. Moving on now to question 5. Ready to go? Write down your answer, because we're going. Question 5. I have a hangover. Who knows what that means? Doesn't that mean you're drunk? No, it means I was drunk yesterday. So that's more than one quote. It's actually 3. I have a hangover. Who knows what that means? Doesn't that mean you're drunk? No, it means I was drunk yesterday. Name the movie. Question 6. Every day you make me proud, but today you get a card. Every day you make me proud, but today you get a card. Name the movie for 1 point. Question 7. Okay, I'm thinking of something orange and it's small. What movie is that from? Okay, I'm thinking of something orange and it's small. Question 8. You think I'm gorgeous, you want to date me, love me, and marry me. Sounding familiar to anyone? You think I'm gorgeous, you want to date me, love me, and marry me. Question 9. I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means no. That's a mouthful. I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means no. And finally, question 10. Are you scared, terrified, petrified, stupefied by you? Are you scared, terrified, petrified, stupefied by you? And that is all of the movie quotes for this quiz. So I need the name of the title of the film. If any of them are, part of a series, you need to be specific to get full points. If you are, want to arrange something within your small group for half points, then that's fine. It's up to you. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break and leave you with this halftime challenge. We have 5 cryptic World Heritage sites, and you have to decipher them using the emojis. So I got this from the puzzling.sackexchange.com, and there are more there if you're interested. But this is just for fun. No points are being given out, but you can have a go if you like. I will be back in 5 minutes. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. You still have about a minute left in your break, but I just wanted to say that I realized during the break that my chat wasn't working, so I didn't even see your comments, and I was sitting here wondering why no one was chiming in, and I was wondering if anyone was out there, and yes, you were, and you even told me that I looked nice. Thank you. Well, let's see. Punda, we will see you later. Megan, I hope you got questions 1 and 2. Welcome back. Jessica, hello, welcome back again. And Sally as well, thank you for the comments. And Eli does have good taste in movies, in my opinion. So now I'm all caught up on the chat. I'm glad to know that you're all out there and that I've got it working now. So hooray. Now, back to our halftime challenge. We have the World Heritage Sites. Did you get them? Number 1 is Angel Falls. Number 2 is Eiffel Tower, which took me a few minutes, but it's Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower. I didn't make this up, promise. Mount Fuji is number 3, not number 1. Then Stonehenge, get it? And the Blue Mosque. So that was the halftime challenge, but it's just for fun. Round 3 is not just for fun. It's very serious because it's a list it round, and we have 10 points ready for you if you would like to guess or just write down what you know to be true. Are we ready? Done with our break. Everyone's caught up. Here we go. Question 1 for the list it round. List 3 of the top 15 highest rated TV series on IMDb. I looked this up earlier this week, so it is the current rankings, the current ratings, I should say, TV series of all time. So list 3 of the top 15 highest rated TV series on IMDb. So you get 1 point for each one that you list correctly, but you can only get a maximum of 3 points. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. All right, do we have our guesses? Or maybe you know. Moving on now to question 2. List 3 of the 10 most streamed Disney songs according to Entertainment Weekly, and this was in 2019, last year. So same rules apply. 1 point for each song, potentially, the maximum of 3 points. List 3 of the 10 most streamed Disney songs according to Entertainment Weekly. And I'll give you a minute or 2 to think about it. All right. You ready to go? For question 3, list 3 of the 7 taxonomic ranks used to classify organisms. 1 point each for 3 maximum points. List 3 of the 7 taxonomic ranks used to classify organisms. Megan asks, for the TV shows, do they have to be current? No, they don't have to be currently running. So this is IMDb like lists all the TV shows as they come out, whether they're canceled or not, and people rate them based on their viewer preferences. And so this is the 15 highest rated by viewers. So they don't have to be current. The list is current, not the shows. Good question. All right, we ready to move on to question 4? This is the final question in the listed round. List any actor, just one, that has been in both Game of Thrones TV show and the Harry Potter movie franchise. I need the actor name, not the character name. And Eli is showing the lopsidedness of his knowledge between taxonomic ranks and Disney songs. I think you can feel okay about that, though. So for question 4, name or list any actor that has been in both Game of Thrones and the Harry Potter movie franchise. So we had 3 questions of 3 points and 1 for 1 point. Question 4 is only worth 1 point. So that gets us to 10 points. And that is the end of the listed round. Are there any other questions or issues about that? I'll assume not, and if there is, I can come back. Because we can now move on to round 4, picture clues. All of you visual people out there are going to love it. They're all pictures. Like this one. Question 1 for 1 point. In what country is this landmark? I just need the country, not the city, not the name of the landmark, just the country. In what country is this landmark? Remember, too, that you can download the entire picture sheet from Facebook if you want to look at it at your leisure as well. Question 2. At 1 point each, name the brands. They are not technically in the same industry, although they are related. You just have to name the brands from their logo. One point each, so 2 points for question 2. Question 3. What is the name of this fruit? And full photo credit goes to Sam and Wild Violet Garden, one of my favorite Instagram gardeners to follow. It's not sponsored, although I am open to that. For 1 point, what is the name of this fruit? Question 4. We've got 3 robotic arms from 3 different movies. Can you name the movies? Name the movies featuring robotic arms. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 points for question 4 possible. Question 5. Name the book title and author from its illustrated cover. So you can have half a point for the title and half a point for the author. Question 6. Name the artist. This is a famous art piece. Who made it? Who did it? Name the artist for 1 point. And finally, question 7. This photo shows Bill Gates showing off how much data can fit on a compact disc, aka CD. In what year was this photo taken? So in what year was Bill Gates photographed showing off how much data can fit on a disc in a PR stunt? That looks like it would be a lot of fun. All right, that is the end of the quiz. Well, there's all of our picture clues. You can download the sheet if you would like to continue to peruse them. No problems with that, because I'm going to go take a 5-minute break, and then I will be back and with your answers. See you soon. Hey everyone, I'm back. How'd you go? Did you have a good break? Argue about some answers with some friends and family? Refresh your drink? Well, I hope you've got everything locked in and you're happy because we are going to go through the answers. Here we go. We'll start with the general knowledge answers. Which animal can you get leprosy from? It is A, armadillos. Watch out for those armadillos. Question 2. Siam is now known as Thailand. Thailand. Question 3. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Cows in the corn. It even rhymes because it's a nursery rhyme. Makes sense. Question 4. The Grand Slam that uses clay courts is the French Open. The French Open is the only one that uses clay courts. Question 5. Seinfeld was the TV sitcom with the soup Nazi and the puffy shirt. Pretty sure the soup Nazi is one of their most famous episodes. I've certainly seen it, and I've certainly heard of it in pop culture references. Seinfeld. Show about nothing. Question 6. DNA is the double helix. RNA is the single-stranded counterpart. RNA. Don't ask me what it stands for. I have heard it before. I can't remember exactly what it is. Can I think of it? No, I can't. It's not part of the question. Don't ask me. Question 7. The classical composer that had an affair, allegedly, with Coco Chanel, one of the only really famous contemporary composers, I think, Igor Stravinsky. Igor Stravinsky. Certainly the only one from that era that I know, but that doesn't mean much of anything. Question 8. Victoria, Queen of Sheba, and Simnel are all kinds of cake, and I'm sure they're all delicious. I know the Queen of Sheba one is, for sure. Question 9. Romeo and Juliet. Very similar plot to the musical West Side Story. West Side Story, inspired by the Romeo and Juliet plot. And question 10. The oil tycoon that messed up his bowling game, There Will Be Blood. Bit dark, that, if you know the reference, but it is a very well-made movie. There Will Be Blood. There you go. That's your general knowledge. We move now to the 2000s movie quotes. Father to a Murdered Son, etc. That is from Gladiator. 2000s. Yes. Russell Crowe. Yes. Quote, yes. Question 2. First runner-up of the Miss Hawaiian Tropics. That is from Legally Blonde. Good fun, that one. Question 3. It's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car. It's true. It's the Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious. The original. First one. Question 4. A child's voice, however honest and true. That is from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And you do need to be specific on that one. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Question 5. It means you were drunk yesterday. That is from School of Rock. Jack Black. School of Rock. Question 6. Every day you make me proud, but today you get a card. 500 Days of Summer. He writes cards for a living, which is why you get the reference. 500 Days of Summer. Question 7. Thinking of something orange and it's small, and it's Marlin from Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo. Question 8. You think I'm gorgeous, you want to date me. I can't do it. It's bad. Stop it, Jamie. Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality. Sandra Bullock. Question 9. I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request. It's a mouthful. It means no, and it's from Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. It's a very long name, but you do have to be specific if you're playing hardcore trivia. Curse of the Black Pearl. That's the first one. And finally, question 10. Are you scared, terrified, petrified, stupefied by you? It's our second Russell Crowe movie. It's A Beautiful Mind. A Beautiful Mind. And that is the end of the movie quotes round. How'd you go? You have a list of movies to watch next weekend? Maybe you do. Other lists we will go through now. So the top 15 highest rated TV series that are currently the 15 highest on IMDb are, in order, Planet Earth 2, Planet Earth, Band of Brothers, Breaking Bad, Chernobyl, The Wire, Blue Planet 2, Our Planet, Cosmos: A Space-Time Odyssey, the original Cosmos, which is fantastic, by the way, Game of Thrones, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Rick and Morty, The Sopranos, and The Last Dance. So if you named any of those, you get 1 point for a maximum of 3 points. I haven't seen all of them. Actually, I'm surprised by the number of Planet Earth, Blue Planet ones, but why not? They're so cool. That's the listed round. That's the question 1 of the listed round. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Question 2, the 10 most streamed Disney songs according to EW Weekly, EW 2019. Number 1, Let It Go, Frozen, How Far I'll Go from Moana, You're Welcome from Moana, Life is a Highway from Cars, Beauty and the Beast from the new Beauty and the Beast, but you just need the song name, so it's fine. You'll Be in My Heart, Tarzan, A Whole New World from Aladdin, Try Everything, Zootopia, Love is an Open Door from Frozen, and Under the Sea by The Little Mermaid. Glad to see some of the classics making an appearance there. But I do love a lot of those songs. Yeah. So again, if you had any of them, you get 1 point for a maximum of 3 points for that question. Question 3. The 7 taxonomic ranks. I learned this in science class in, I think, grade 6, and I still remember them. Kingdom, phylum, or also accept division, class, order, family, genus, species. You don't have to have them in order, you just have to name 3 of them. And I was taught it to remember it by the first letter of each one, and it's K, P, C, O, F, G, S, and so you say, Kitty, please come over for guppy soup. That's how I remember it to this day, even though I don't use it at all in my normal life. It's a very powerful learning tool. Fun fact. All right, so if you got 3 of those, you get 3 points. Well done. And the final question, the actors that have been in both the Game of Thrones series and the Harry Potter movie franchise, Jim Broadbent. This is kind of in order of how well known they are, how big their parts were. Jim Broadbent, Natalia Tena, David Bradley, Michelle Fairley, Julian Glover, Ciarán Hinds, Ian White, Freddie Stroma, Ralph Ineson, Bronson Webb, Sally Mortimer, Daniel Tweety, Edward Tudor Pole, and Nicholas Blaine. Oh, okay, so another way of remembering the taxonomy, kindly put cat out, father gently says. That's a good one too. I bet there's a few of those. So all of those actors were both in Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. Some of them were pretty obscure, but some of them are very well known and have big parts in both. So if you named any of those people, you get 1 point for the listed round. And then we move on to the answers for the picture clues. Who's been here? Anyone? I have not been here. I have not been to this country. It's terribly awful of me. I will one day when we all have a big band-aid around the world and we can travel again. I will go to Germany. The landmark is the Brandenburg Gate in Germany. I don't care which side of Germany it's in, just Germany is fine. Question 2, the brands, Beats and Spotify. Both in the music industry, but not doing the same thing. So that's whatever. 1 point each. Beats and Spotify. I just like the fact that they're both round. Question 3. The name of this fruit is a Cape gooseberry. I have not tried one. I've never seen one in the store. I would love to try them or try growing it even. Would be good. Good experiment. They're so pretty. Cape gooseberry. Question 4. The robotic arms. The first is from WALL-E, Pixar movie. The second is Mad Max Fury Road. That's the Charlize Theron arm. And the last one is from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That is Arnie's bicep that you can see just in the corner there. So 1 point for each movie that you got correct with the robotic arms. That was question 4. Question 5. This book is Matilda by Roald Dahl. Much beloved. We've had Roald Dahl before. I know it's David's favorite subject for trivia, so this one's for you, David. You can get half a point for the title and half a point for the author. Question 6. This artist is Banksy. No one actually knows who Banksy is. It's an anonymous artist, but they signed their art Banksy, and it's a very famous piece by Banksy. For 1 point. Now, the last question may be a bit challenging, having to pin the tail on the donkey, so to speak, with the year, but perhaps you could get some indication from his haircut or his trousers. Maybe, I don't know. I certainly remember when I was in 4th grade, the compact disc was becoming much more popular. This photo was taken around that time in 1994. I think I just aged myself, but that's okay. I have no problem with that. 1994, he did this stunt, popularizing the compact disc. And that is the end of our picture clues, but we have 3 bonus points for you if you solved the cryptic places that I posted on social media this week. Queen's House, fork prong is Palace Tine. Tine is the prong on a fork. The Science Guy makes beer, that's Brew Nye. So Bill Nye, brewing, Science Guy makes beer. And Mildew Ended is Mold Ova, Moldova. So you can get 3 bonus points for them. And if you want to get the next week's Social Butterfly questions, you can follow CityQuest Australia on Facebook or Instagram. There you go. And finally, if you had a tie with someone else in your group, or if you just want to challenge yourself to a little extra trivia, at its narrowest point, how wide is the Bering Strait between Tasmania and Victoria in kilometers? Write down your answer if you had a tie. 3, 2, 1. And the person closest to the pin wins. It is 82 kilometers. 82. So if you were closest, you get a point. And Sally is correct that Bill Gates has never changed his look. But why would you? It's working for him, clearly. He's very comfortable with himself. There you go. All right. Well, that's the end. Thank you so much for coming. And I would appreciate any tips or donations that you would like to send my way. paypal.me/Jamie for that. If you would like to run this quiz and be your own quiz master, I have them available on my website. And if all of that is just too much for you, I would still really appreciate it if you would give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Next week, 8 p.m. Saturday, and while we're still in lockdown, I'll still be doing the quiz. So I will see you then, and everyone take care, stay safe. If you have any suggestion for what I should be drinking next week, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Bye.